everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Oh, what a lovely night. Yes? Hope you're being safe out there on this Saturday evening. If you are out and about, and I hope you're relaxing and in full peace if you are in. Oh, that phrase can apply to so many situations, can't it? Yes, indeed. Toby decided to have the other side of the couch today, so we're going to go ahead and utilize this side. Sometimes a little shift does good. Before I flip the camera on, the word hedonist came to mind. So I looked it up, and of course, because I don't have a photographic memory, even though I have read the dictionary many times because I'm a crossword addict, or I used to be, I could not remember. So I looked it up, and it's, of course, somebody who is very into seeking self-pleasure, sensual pleasures, right? Self-gratification and all that. Whatever, selfish. And so, anyway, I suppose this is a read for that aspect of life flowing through the collective right now. I mean, how does that apply, right? So let's just do a read on that. What about the hedonist spirit? Well, let's see. We've got an Ace of Cups here. So let's just go through the read and then apply it however that applies. We have love and compassion here, and proposals in marriage, and there are hedonists here. Yes, there are, and they are very much into wishing to interfere in divine union right now. They know, man, this is the season, right? And they want to tap into your love, baby. You've already got your spirit partner in the other realm. Now you're just waiting for it to manifest here in the 3D, and you have to be very careful because somebody's going to come in here and try to hook in before your actual counterpart can get there. So let's just see what this challenge is. If I've just explained it correctly, according to my own whim. Yeah. Yeah, man. Exactly. The Lovers upside down. The challenge to this love, compassion, proposal, and marriage is these people who are all about disharmony and self-love. These people who have a fear of commitment and they want to cause imbalance in these types of unions. They like threesomes. They like to have, whatever hole or staff they can find, for their whatever pleasure or sensual pleasures. They're not really into this. So that's the challenge. Is the people who don't want that. The people who don't want this. The hedonists. They don't want you happy. Okay, then. They don't want you in a devoted, divine relationship. Oh, yeah. So in these love and compassion, these proposal and marriages, in the subconscious of these unions, which have been proven through their ability to carry 10 swords in their back and still be loving and compassionate and heart open, willing to commit. In the subconscious, they've got this. They're wounded warriors of love. And they're going for it, man. When everything has been trying to flip them hard, they're still going for it. They're still heart open. In the recent past, got the Chariot. So So there has been a forward movement and an apparent victory over this situation. And you're going on a journey. Soon to depart. Intention and expectation. Somebody is going to be frustrated. This victory, this journey that you're going to be taking is going to be leaving somebody frustrated. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. The expectation is that balance for these people who don't want divine union is going to be upset. They're going to be out of balance. The fact that those who hold love and compassion within themselves are actually entering divine unions is throwing off the balance of the karmics, I guess people call them. People who don't really want divine love, they just want the sensual pleasure, the hedonists, basically. The word that came to mind before I even did this. So anyway, in the near future, I mean no disrespect. I mean, people like what they like, right? This is just what this is. And that's just what happened. And so we do have a Nine of Cups in the near future. So there is a wish come true. Contentment, emotional stability. The lens is being looked through. Judgment. Judgment is being called on these who have overcommitted themselves. Man, think about all the stuff they did, all the chaotic stuff they did, trying to stop this from happening. In the environment, we've got the Six of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. So somebody wants to return, or there is a return to sweet love, sweet innocent love, and a routine that gets steady results. A steady routine which gets steady results. Hopes and fears. Somebody is hoping that they can delay this Ten of Cups coming together. It's a Six of Swords in the reverse and a Ten of Cups coming together. Somebody is hoping, or there is a fear. Either there could be a fear that somebody will delay this wish come true, this Ten of Cups. This is really cool, man. You got Nine of Cups here in the near future. Judgment is right there. A return to a sweet, innocent, pure love, and a proper way of building, things. And then you've got somebody who somebody. There is a fear that the plans will be delayed. Somebody may be going through this personal transition of releasing emotional baggage from the previous cycle in order to move into this divine union. It could be that there's a fear that there will be a resistance to change in this divine union. There is, okay, considering the previous cycle and the horror that everybody went through, to be quite honest, of course there's going to be resistance to this. Ten of Cups. You're gonna, in the past, anytime something looked too good to be true and you went for it because it was like, oh, this is wonderful, and then you turned around and got 10 swords in your back, and you're like, oh yeah, that 10 of Cups looks real nice. Yeah, sure. you know. Yeah, that looks great. Okay. It has to be considered, and actually expected when you have been dealing with this. Okay. I mean, really, be gentle with yourself as you move into the new. It's going to take some time to release. One time, I live in the city, years ago, and I went camping, and I hadn't been out of the city in many years, and I was out on my lounge chair in the middle of this shallow river for like 3 days before the tension finally left my body. I mean, literally, I felt it leave. And it took 3 days. I was there doing my thing. And on the third day, I literally felt it leave after sitting on the water for all that time. And then I was able to enjoy the rest of my stay, but it was wild, man. So in this particular case, it's very warranted. Don't beat yourself up if you've got hesitation and trepidation of any kind. I mean, don't be paranoid. You understand where this is coming from, so transmute it. That's what you're here for. And you've got the Emperor here on the outgoing energy. So everything's cool, man. The authorities are here. You can let your guard down. It's gonna be all right, Empress. You can move forward to your 2 of Cups. It's gonna be okay. That's the truth. Well, okay then. Might have put a little too much of myself in that one. It's water. I am not even kidding. I don't drink. I quit 20 years ago. All natural. Or is it? Okay. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Sometimes I really get into this story, I think that's pretty apparent. Love. Look at that. Holy moly, guys. Love. And you're challenged by those who are selfish, who only want to love themselves, who don't want to really share love with anybody. I don't even know if they're fully capable of loving self, to be honest. I think it's more about gratification. So this explorer, you know what? It could be that there was an explorer who came from a cold climate, maybe, who found it entertaining um, to martyr love and loving unions. Some explorer who is very selfish and really likes to disharmony took it upon himself. He found it very entertaining to martyr love and divine union. This is your challenge. And you've had this probably your whole life. Your whole life. It's in some shape, way, or form at, 1, 2, 3 more times. How many times did you have to rise back up? How many times were you defeated and on the floor and you had to pick yourself back up and get going again? And it happened over and over again. This disconnect. Always getting disconnected from love. Always getting always. You'd fall in love and then you'd get 10 swords in your back. And get disconnected. And it was because this explorer, whoever this was, who was against love, found it really entertaining to do that to you. To martyr love. Kin. So there's kin here. Kindred. You gained a victory over your kin. This could have been someone you loved. Who found it funny to hurt you over and over and over again. This could have been a spiritual contract who in the 3D, we go through birth cycles over and over again, and it very well could be that you were disconnected from having a loving union and you were just, always painful endings for you. By your own family, by those who you were connected to, by those who you were in contract with, they just brutalized you. But you gained a victory over that, and you're gonna move away. And this is gonna bring painful imbalances to these people who did that to you, because you kind of held their shit together. They dumped it all on you. Everything that was shitty in their life, they put it on you. Because they're vain. Oh, I'm so pretty. I see a flaw. I better go do something and put that shit on to this person here, this loving person. So you're getting a wish come true. There's a 9 of Cups here. You could be seen as somebody who's important. There's judgment here. There's judgment here. Being made on behalf of those who survived. They're getting a rebirth. They survived. They're getting new love and a solid new beginning. They're getting privileged. They're seen as privileged. Of course, there are, you know, some. You probably still have some rocks in your backpack or whatever. A few knives you got to pull out of your heart. Throw it on. I don't know. As is. You are as is. You're getting divine love and a blissful relationship and family contentment as you are. You don't have to be anything other than what you are. You have been seen. Hearts have been weighed. And you've been accepted as you are. The Emperor is here. And everybody knows what this prophecy is, except me apparently, because they are into divination tools and they know what is coming. They know what's happening. The Emperor is here. Somebody wants to be made invisible, or they're going to be made invisible, or they, yeah. This wise guy's looking for a way out of here. This wise guy's looking for a way out of here. He's like, where's my compass? Where do I go? Give me directions. How do I get there? He wants to become invisible. Ooh, he wants to become invisible for what he did to the Empress and her love. So we have an Ace of Cups. Yes, we do. Love and compassion, proposals and marriage. Maybe even a new baby in this love relationship. It could be in the courthouse right now. There could be some final touchings up of paperwork and such going on. You were challenged and could be still challenged in a way by this explorer who entertains themselves by martyring divine unions. They're selfish. They have no love for self. They want everything for themselves. They have no ability to love. And when they see people loving themselves, they get really pissed off and they kill it. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to say that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. What I meant is they want to unalive the love union because the love union really angers them. They can't stand it. This mature man, this older man, he hates love. And he's always disconnecting it and bringing painful endings to it and causing betrayal and crisis and collapse, and failure of all kinds in all loving relationships. of all kinds, of all loving relationships. This is big. This is collective. Yeah, he was always putting 10 swords in this main male's back and disconnecting him from his true love, from his divine love. His own family did this to him. His own kin tried to steal his victory, but he got it over and he's moving away. His willpower is strong. His willpower is such that he was able to overcome his whole kin, his whole family line. The whole family tree came against him to try to take his love away. Why would they want to do that? They hate love so much that they would destroy love for everyone and everything, especially this one. He doesn't want him to have a child. He tried to stop him from having a child. His whole family, his whole freaking family. His leaving is going to cause these vain people who overcommitted themselves to fall completely out of balance. Oh, they're getting the message that this false person is out. There's a wish come true here for somebody who's important. Or somebody who's seen important. Or maybe this wish come true is important. Or this wish come true is for somebody who's important. Who's seen as important. This main male. Who's been disconnected over and over and over again by this jealous, mature man. He's going to become a wealthy man. Or maybe he is a wealthy man, and that's why this mature man kept taking him out. Because he was siphoning his abundance over and over and over again. He's a very important person. He's a wealthy man. Probably not just material-wise, but inside. And this is the inside that allowed him to overcome this whole tribe of people. The inside wealth. That which they attempted to steal. Really hard, man. This one is a powerful person. And has become even more so because of what he's had to endure. There's judgment being called here. He survived. He's getting a rebirth. A renewal. And a marriage. A sweet, innocent marriage. And he's a Knight of Pentacles, so he's got this token, and he's going to do the work, the hard work, routinely, for a slow and steady financial growth. And this is a life of privilege. Short and simple. Lovers. Oh, this has somebody in despair. So, yeah, you've got some resistance to change. Oh, you know what this could be, though? What this could also be. You've got the Ten of Cups, and you are accepted as is. Just as you are. You have been seen, and just as you are, you have been accepted, okay? So that's really nice. And here you've got these people who are not of high honor taking a journey. They're resistant to this change. That's who this card is for. Those people who came under judgment, those people, this mature man and this kin, they're taken. What does that say? They're not high honor, and they don't get to take the journey, and they're undergoing a personal transition, and they've got a lot of emotional baggage because they've got unfinished business. They have to do this cycle over again, possibly, because they didn't put in the effort. They're not a high honor. They don't get the journey. You got a Ten of Cups, and you're going to go as is. And yes, there could be trepidation, but this is cool, man. Oh, cool, man. Can you tell I'm old? Okay, so we got the Emperor who, the Emperor. So, and the Ouija board is here. So the Emperor could be here in spirit. Or maybe this prophecy, whatever it is well known among the spirits. And the people who utilize divination tools, they know about this Emperor. They were expecting this to happen. Wow. Could it be the main male is the Emperor and the wealthy man, a person of high importance who has been kept from love, but repeatedly martyred and disconnected? There's going to be a change. There's going to be a change around these places. The thief is here. It's going to be a change for the, and imprisonment. And they want to, they can't get this female out of their minds, and they want to get on this ship on the distant horizons. They want to take advantage of this gift and be seen as an official person with this main female. And they want to have her work for them or something. They want her to heal them. They're in bad health. They're getting a message of concern. They're facing poverty. This community, this whole community was working, this whole community was working really hard to try to get this pathway. Okay? Away from the privileged lady. They wanted to take her pathway. And they're in despair now because they're under adjudication about this great fortune, this income. And you know what this is? This isn't just great fortune and income. This is material wealth and spiritual wealth. She's pouring out that from her solar plexus, from her essence. And then there's material wealth on top of that. So it's spiritual wealth and material wealth. And they're under adjudication because, and in despair because they did everything they could to take that. They did something in a family room, and they did something in a family room with the expectation of coming into this sudden wealth, but that's over. It's dead in the water. This house is going to the courtship, the couple with the courtship, the lovers here, the marriage. And this has this mature woman and this man very concerned. Of course it does. They've been concerned the whole time. They're a bunch of thieves. We'll use these ones. We'll just use these ones and then call it, because it's pretty clear already what's happening. So glad it's about. All right, so love, compassion, love, proposal and marriage. It's in the courthouse. Now this contract is in the courthouse. There is a contract. A new love, a new proposal, a marriage, a new baby. There is a new love here, and it's in the contract. There's already a contract. Gong! Exciting event. Something happened in December, and you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So this person who kept martyring the main male tried something in December. They did something in December. But whatever they did in December, it's like the arrow shot it back. See how that arrow? It's like whatever was done in December, the arrow shot it right back. And then it caused this person to be on the right path regarding their life. So they were challenged by something that this mature man did in December, but there must have been a return to sender because of the arrow on the card. It's like, boop, back. It just got sent right back. Because he's on the right path. And because he's probably got skill. Just saying. Not going to get through all this without some sort of specialty. You might want to think about that. They have wings, I swear. They do. And then they go all the way under. Seriously. Well, there's a successful outcome to your problems. He's got the key. He's got the key. He has the key. His kin were trying to stop him from having a child, but he gained the victory over them. Stork. News of a birth or a new business opportunity. Turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. Boat. Money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. This victory that this main male has gained over this emperor has gained over his kinfolk is leaving them, they're very vain, false people, and they're getting the message that they are, they overcommitted themselves, and now they're way out of balance because he doesn't have to carry the load anymore. Wow, they're going to have to carry their own load this cycle. And all of you know how heavy your load is. Imagine if there were a hidden somebody who intentionally made it that way for you, like the hidden hand puppeting your life, like, oh, you're having a little bit too much happiness now, we got to throw in a crisis, right? I mean, I don't know. I think that's how it goes, to be quite honest with you. In the previous cycle, I really do believe that that's how it was managed. Not too much happiness, and okay. Anyway, there's some good luck here. There's some good luck here, and that is that this message is being delivered to these people, these false people who are vain. They don't get to go. They don't get to go where he's going. Hey, buddy, you chose the other side last time. Are you serious? You want to get up here now? Okay. You got it? Got it all right? All right. This came out like this. Ram. I would say, though, that this main male is a stubborn, aggressive person. Definitely has to be stubborn, and if he expected to hold on to his life again when he had 10 swords in his back. Poor guy. So he's a stubborn guy. And I guess sometimes he can probably be aggressive, and I wouldn't blame him on that, to be quite honest. If somebody kept stealing your love, putting 10 swords in your back, disconnecting you from everything and everyone, they left him by himself. They disconnected themselves from him, and then they stuck 10 swords in his back, and they took all of his blessings, and they were trying to do it. They were trying to do it again. But he's like, I'm not having it this time. It's amazing how much strength you can build through adversity, if you get serious about it. I think sometimes people become aggressive with the intention of, beating you down. And it happens, you get beat down, and the strength that it takes to have to build yourself back up is phenomenal. And every time it gets a little harder to beat you back down. And it looks like this was the last time. There's judgment called. He survived, he's getting his marriage, and there's a deep personal strength and peace that assures success here. So a return to a sweet, joyous, happy, innocent love, and a project that's going to require effort, but it's a privilege to do such a thing. And you're going to have love here. Love is here. And with love, man, you can accomplish so many things, right? Isn't that what everybody says? Even those people who aren't selfish and want to destroy love, but who actually have to turn inward and focus on loving self, because the whole world is stuffing a sword in their back, right? So they're like, oh, love myself as I'm taking my swords in my back. And you have to laugh, because sometimes laughter is the only thing that will balance out the trauma. So that you can have an opportunity to then transmute it. He may have a dark complexion or hair, or there may be a person with a dark complexion and hair who has muddled, unclear thinking. In this situation, it's coming up in the environment, so there is like this person who is present. So you've got your Ten of Cups, just as you are. Just as you are. You don't have to pretend to be anybody else. You don't have to, like, oops, I shouldn't have said that, or oops, I shouldn't have let you see me chew my food, or oops, whatever, I'm sorry. Someone is leaving your life. So somebody's undergoing a personal transition. They're not seen of high honor. They don't get to go on the journey that you're going on. They're leaving your life. You've got this Ten of Cups, just as you are. The Emperor is here. The prophecy is everybody in the spiritual community or the religious community or any community that uses divination tools, they all know of this prophecy, and it's bringing about a change. The Emperor is here. And they are over a barrel, and they know that love, money, and other things are going to be lacking in their life, because this is exactly what they dealt out. And this is successfully overcoming a problem. Temptation will test you. As always, temptation tests everybody, doesn't it? There's always somebody pulling your attention this way or pulling your attention that way. It's like, hey, listen to me. I've got this to say. You need to hear it, right? But that's because these ones have a heartache over what they no longer have. So they're going to come in and they're going to tempt you. And they're going to tempt you. And this is not a great worry over nothing. This is a serious threat, lady. So you need to pay attention to these temptations, and um, if you don't want your nest to flip upside down and spill out all of your stuff because this fox came around. And it's what it is, right? So now we know a little bit more about the story. This temptation is not the apple. Okay, it says in the Bible, it says it's an apple, and you know, here it's depicted as an apple. But it's the temptation. It's whatever it is, whatever desire it is that you're most tempted by. You know, the sweet that you haven't eaten, that you must try. You know, it's in allowing somebody else to insert themselves into your life and then steer you in a direction that you otherwise would not have gone. And so in these instances, discernment is necessary because you know that this type of person is not the type of person you wish to involve yourself with. You like people who respect you for who you are and the choices you make and the path that you are on. And if they are not in alignment with that, then why are they on your path? Or why are they talking to you? They're interfering in your journey. So be very careful about these temptations. Don't let somebody come in. You're peacefully doing your thing. You're doing your thing, or you're figuring it out. And then you have somebody coming in and say, hey, I got a solution. I know how to fix this for you. And it's like, wait a minute. I haven't even done my meditations. I'm connecting with the Most High, and I am doing my own inner alignment with my destination. Thank you very much. And so, you know, these teachers who want to come in and lead you without you ever searching them out, it's an intrusion upon your life path that you are here stepping, right? This previous cycle could very well have taught you many lessons about that. How necessary it is to trust your own self and then to stand up for what your own self says, without letting somebody treat you as though you are this innocent little child who must be tempered. Yeah. This person, this ace of, so they want you to hesitate. This explorer here. You've got love, compassion, proposal, marriage, love, double love, man. This is in the courthouse. There's an exciting event. And there may be some confusion about this because you may not have ever experienced winning anything. You're like, huh? What do you mean I won? No. How can this be? How can this be? So yeah, you were challenged. He was challenged. This love loving union was challenged. They could have been homeless, cast away, very poor, seen as a failure. These loving unions, these divine counterparts, were put in atrocious situations, and this person thought it was entertaining. But this main male is stronger than they thought. Even with 10 swords in his back, he came into double love, baby, and compassion, and creativity. Yeah, they kept disconnecting him, but that's being stopped. They kept stopping him. They kept disconnecting him, but that's being stopped. No more disconnect. His whole kin were acting like a bunch of turkeys, behaving very stupidly because they didn't want him to have a child. What's going on with this child? Anyway, people talk about this. There's two people coming together having a child. I don't know what that is. I wish I knew, because nobody ever says anything about it. They just say, oh, well, this is what it is. Well, okay. Well, tell me more. Nobody ever talks about the interesting stuff, man. They just give you little tidbits. They're not going to receive any aid. They're not receiving any aid. They were behaving stupidly. They are frustrated and out of balance now. The false people don't get this good luck. They've received the message. They're very vain. Ooh. And they don't get to complete this cycle. They don't get to complete the cycle. Apparently, this isn't over for them. They're getting the message. Somebody's received good luck, and he's not blind. He's not blind anymore. He's important. He's a wealthy man, spiritually, perhaps otherwise. He's not blind anymore. He's getting his wish come true, and he's a bit stubborn and aggressive right now. So, judgment's being called. He survived. Both he and his partner survived. So what were they doing to her? Same. Both he and his partner survived, and they are coming together in a marriage, and there is deep personal strength and peace that assures success. These curses didn't work. Their apologies aren't accepted. A return to innocent and pure love, which is a privilege. Somebody's trying to hide evidence. This person, this dark man with the dark complexion or hair, he's trying to hide evidence about what he's been doing to create muddled and unclear thinking within this couple. He's trying to cover his tracks now, right here in the environment. Someone is leaving your life. They're making a personal transition. They're not seen as high honor, and they don't get to go on this journey. You're receiving a 10 of Cups, just as you are. Just as you are. Authentic, transparent. Good, bad, the ugly. You get this marriage. And it looks like you're going to be getting a new profession. Or maybe you're just multi-talented. There's omniscience here, who is the emperor. And I believe the emperor is this main male who is omniscient, if that's how you say it. He's multifaceted and talented. And he's feeling a little stubborn and aggressive right now. And his counterpart, or this she's okay. And with that, I'm going to leave it and see you on the next one. Have a great night, everybody.